Hey guys, how's it going? All right, how many of y'all out there are entering the thralls of fair time? If you know, you know. If you have a kid in 4-H, or even if they show independently, it's fair season, y'all. Most of the kids, it's kind of interesting to me in our area, most of the kids that I see, they only have one fair, just one show. Our kids have two, which is really cool. So we have, like, if you're showing a market lamb, for instance, or a market hog, or like a steer, or anything that's going to be auctioned off, a goat. We have like our big state fair, and that's where the kids go and they show, and then at the end of the week the animals get auctioned off for being butchered. But before that, we also have another county fair where the kids can go and stuff isn't auctioned off, but they can like sell it. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. So our area, the kids get two shows. Anyway, tomorrow is supposed to be 100 degrees. And then the day after that, another 100 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And then after that, I think we dip down into the 90s. But the moral of the story is it's going to be hotter than Hades around here, which is not easy on these animals. My daughter's market lamb already had diarrhea a few days ago, and thank God that's on the mend. But it's just, you do not want an animal to get sick or stressed before a show. And so this heat is very, very difficult on them. We leave for the show in 3 days. So time is ticking. So my daughter is showing a market lamb, and then she's showing like a butt ton of rabbits. Yeah, she shows all over rabbits. So let's go bug her and see what she thinks about the heat. Yeah. All right, so here we are in our bunny barn. It's not really our bunny barn. It's my daughter Jordan's bunny barn, where we have hundreds of rabbits and occasionally some dogs. We got mamas, we got babies, we got daddies. Many years of rabbits. And Jordan is doing her, hi Jackson. Jordan's doing her night chores. And Jordan, what do you think about the 100-degree days that are coming up?
I'm not going to like it.
How are your rabbits going to like it?
They're not going to like it.
No, they're not going to like it.
They'll be better than I am.
So what do you do to keep them cool?
I don't worry about them until it's over about 85 degrees. They don't handle the heat as well as the cold. And even then, you can freeze water bottles and put them in the cages so they have somewhere cold to stay. I've also heard freezing tiles works pretty good, but I only ever bring rabbits in if they're very young babies that can't get out of the nest, and then sometimes the moms. But that's it.
Okay.
Otherwise, they learn to deal with it.
So do you find that showing them stresses them out at all?
Yes.
So is there anything you can do to help with that?
Keep them in their carriers as much as possible, but not a whole lot you can do in public.
Yeah. Okay. And there's our rescue, Yvonne. She's very unhappy with me. She's outside, and her man crush Khan is in the house, and so she's very upset because she's in heat, so they can't even look at each other because I'm paranoid and I don't want any oopsies happening. So she's quite mad at me, but she'll be fine. Oh yeah, and then we have a random cat, because there's always a random cat. If you have a farm, you have cats. That's just the way it is. Hi, Xavier. Yes, he's neutered, everybody. All of our cats are spayed and neutered, so I don't need to hear about that. There's Amina, one of the Corsos. All right, let's see what the lambs are doing. There they are. There they are. They're hot. They're unhappy. It's cooled down a little bit this evening. We just had a storm come through, but yeah. Okay, buddy. Showing market lambs is like the most ridiculously stressful thing. Any market animal, I think, whether it's pigs or lambs, you have to be extremely concerned about how much they're consuming, how much are they drinking, how much are they eating. Are they eating too much? Are they eating too little? Do you need to make them gain weight? Do they need to lose weight? It's just insane. And then if they're very close to being over or underweight, then you have to watch about that. And literally people will measure, weigh everything going in and not out, but in with these animals. And it's a lot. You have to balance their nutritional needs out, and then, you know, if they need gaining or losing. The white, these are Katahdins. This is our first time showing Katahdins at a fair. This is our first time showing Katahdins, period. And in our small area, people are not used to seeing Katahdins, so this will be interesting. But this is her market lamb, and he just got over having diarrhea. So, of course, that has to happen right before a show, because we're just so lucky. But yeah, so if that ever happens to you, if you have a market lamb that all of a sudden is whether they're off feed or diarrhea, anything amiss, you got to jump on it right away. If they have diarrhea, pull grain and switch to hay to try to get their system balanced out. That's what we did this guy right away. We noticed his stools were loose. He got pulled off grain, just on hay, and then was given probiotics every day. So that's what we've been doing with him. And I'm happy to report he's better. But it did mean a few days of off being exercised and worked out. And yes, people exercise their lambs, for those that don't know, because the weight that they put on, you don't want it to be fat. It needs to be muscle. So people have them on hot walkers, treadmills, you name it, people try it to try to get them muscled out. But I mean, even a few days of being off exercise when they're sick, it can kind of not be so great, but whatever. We're trying it out this year and we'll go from there. So yeah, Fair Week is like a blessing and a curse. Like, it's great for the kids and they learn a lot and the benefits are endless, but the prep work, especially right before, I feel like everything unravels the few days before, and you're trying to get things done and you're trying to do record books and you're trying to do a million things, and it's just, I'll be glad when it's over. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted and let you know how we did.